Have you ever met someone who looked like they had nothing but was actually carrying a mind worth millions? This is the story of Ethan, a struggling waiter in a small Chicago diner who secretly fixed $1 million problem for a powerful tech CEO without anyone knowing. It's a story about hidden talent, unexpected kindness, humiliation, and a big dose of instant karma. Get ready for a tale packed with humor, heart, and a twist you won't see coming. Our story begins with Ethan, a 24-year-old working double shifts at a place called the Lakeside Diner. He's always busy, cleaning tables, taking orders, and cracking jokes with the kids to earn a few extra tips. But behind his friendly smile, he's completely exhausted. And it's not just because of the long hours, it's because he's hiding a massive secret. You see, Ethan is a self-taught software genius who just never got his break. Life got in the way, bills, rent, you know how it is. And he ended up waiting tables to make ends meet. But he never gave up on his passion. He keeps a small, battered laptop in his backpack and spends every break he gets writing code, dreaming of a different life. One evening, everything changes. A sleek, fancy black SUV pulls up outside the diner. A man steps out looking stressed and impatient. This is Richard Hale, a Silicon Valley tech billionaire visiting Chicago for a crucial meeting. He storms into the diner and barks, "You guys have Wi-Fi? I need to send something important. My system is crashing." Ethan politely seats him, but Richard is on a roll. He complains about everything, the diner, the food, even the staff. When Ethan carefully places a glass of water on the table, Richard snaps, "Careful, don't spill that. You people just don't understand the value of things." The other customers stare, embarrassed for Ethan, but he just swallows the humiliation, forces a smile, and quietly walks away. Richard opens his expensive laptop, and immediately the screen flashes with angry red warnings. From behind the counter, Ethan notices. He knows what those errors mean, but he decides to stay out of it. That is until he overhears Richard muttering to himself, "If this fails tonight, the whole company is done." That's when Ethan can't stand by any longer. He hesitates for a moment, then gently approaches the table. "Sir, I heard you mention an issue. I might be able to help." Richard looks up, sees Ethan's apron, and just laughs out loud. You're a waiter. Go do your job." The whole diner hears it. Ethan's face flushes with embarrassment, but he keeps his cool and simply replies, "Of course, sir. Just wanted to offer." 5 minutes later, disaster strikes. Richard's system completely crashes. The screen goes black. Everything, his presentations, investor files, financial models, it's all gone. He starts to panic, his face turning pale. He's about to lose millions. Seeing the pure terror on Richard's face, Ethan approaches again. This time, he speaks even more quietly. "If you want, I can try one time. No charge." Richard is desperate. He doesn't believe this waiter can do anything, but he has no other options. He just nods. So Ethan sits down, and the entire diner falls silent. He starts typing. His fingers fly across the keyboard with a speed and confidence that leaves everyone speechless. He runs a few diagnostic commands, rewrites a corrupted directory, and executes a recovery protocol. He even patches the failing script and adds a temporary fix to prevent it from crashing again. In less than 7 minutes, the laptop boots up, running smoother than ever before. Richard is completely stunned. He just stares at the screen, then at Ethan. How did you do that?" he asks, his voice barely a whisper. Ethan just smiles and says, "You had a recursive loop and a broken dependency. It happens. Gonna get you a coffee?" A few people in the diner can't help but chuckle. In that moment, Richard realizes this poor waiter just saved his entire company. Richard gets up and follows Ethan to the counter. "What's your name?" he asks. "Ethan," he replies. "Where did you learn all that?" Richard presses. "Online. I couldn't afford college." Richard stares at him, and you can see something shift in his eyes. The arrogance is gone, replaced with respect. "Come to my office tomorrow. I want you on my team." Ethan's eyes widen in disbelief as his fellow waiters start to cheer for him quietly. The next day, Ethan shows up at Richard's massive corporate office. But Richard does something completely unexpected. He brings Ethan into a boardroom full of investors and asks him to lead the meeting to explain the very solution that saved the company. The investors are blown away. Then Richard makes an announcement. This young man, he points to Ethan, fixed our single biggest technical threat, and today he becomes our new lead software architect. Tears well up in Ethan's eyes. In just one day, he went from a poorly paid waiter to a tech executive with a six-figure salary. Sometimes the greatest talents are hidden in the most unexpected places. It's a powerful reminder to never underestimate someone because of their job, their clothes, or their circumstances. Respect costs nothing, but giving someone a chance can change everything. If this story moved you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Witty Way Back for more incredible stories that will make you think. Thanks for watching.